Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddham saranam gacchami, Dhammam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami. Tutiyampi Buddham saranam gacchami, Tutiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchami, Tutiyampi Sangham saranam gacchami. Tatiyampi Buddham saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi Sangham saranam gacchami. Okay, dear Sangha, we can all take a moment to find our meditation position. When we practice meditation, it is good if we can close our eyes. As long as there is not excessive force or control, and we can close our eyes in a comfortable and gentle way, then we may close our eyes. Seeing, or the experience of not being blind, is only in the present. So a blind person is not concerned with getting their vision back in the past. Seeing only exists in the present. So when we practice meditation and close our eyes, we can actually experience detachment from seeing. We can become aware that we are not seeing. And even though seeing is so precious and so important to us, and if we were to wake up one day and not be able to see anymore, we can sit here with our eyes closed and in fact detach from seeing. Allow the body to become very comfortable in your meditation position. And naturally, sitting somewhere, being aware, whatever place has tension or tightness, give attention to that. Give a relaxed and kind attention to that tightness or that uncomfortableness, so that it may be less tight and more comfortable. Allow the breathing to happen and don't judge it. Don't try to control it, which means don't worry about if you are controlling it or not controlling it, but allow the breathing to be like the water on the beach. There is no control of the water on the beach and the tide. It's just happening. Breathing is just happening, and whether you exist or I exist or there is a particular way to describe this situation or not, the breathing is happening just like the water is happening. Just like the tide is flowing in and out, regardless of your understanding or your story or your idea. The breath is also like this already, so allow it to be that way. Allow the breath to be exactly, precisely the way that it is. It may seem like I am a Buddhist monk sitting in a high position next to the Buddha. But in fact, we are all sitting in this position. And these moments of meditation are our opportunity to enjoy the responsibility of this position. That is not separate from the responsibility and the position of the Buddha. Breathing in, Buddha. Breathing out, letting go of importance given to what we think about. Just breathing in and just breathing out. In the same way that we may be walking to somewhere that is important, interesting, or is our destination, our leg may feel tired, the weather may change, we may feel unsatisfactory in walking to our destination. But because that destination is meaningful, we keep walking. We don't even think about giving up or turning back. So also in our meditation, following the breath, experiencing the breathing. Giving away importance to whatever it is that we think is so important. Just breathing. Just experiencing everything. Just like a wound must scab over before it heals, so too, before our meditation deepens, it may be a little bit crusty and rusty. Don't worry about that. Keep breathing, keep healing, keep allowing. Don't give up just yet. Like a beautiful woman attracts a man, or a beautiful man attracts a woman, or etc., etc. We must also become aware and become attracted to the beauty of this direct experiencing. We must see through the scabbiness of our grasping, moment by moment, jumping between this and that, and begin to notice the natural attraction of our original mind, the attraction of our bare natural awareness, of our just beingness. The Buddha looking right at us. Let the thoughts do their thing. Let the body do its thing. Relax. Be very aware, very experiential about this whole shebang. The thoughts will take care of the thoughts. The body will take care of the body. You just breathe, just experience. Uninvolved and very aware. Do not allow the confusion of others to confuse you. Be relaxed and open that whatever happens, you will face it. You will experience it without fear, without wrong view. And lay dormant in this mind that is not confused by outside or inside, that does not rely on the past or the future. That is undefinable, undefilable, ungraspable, unchanging. Let space permeate mental and physical phenomena. In the midst of storms, clouds, natural disasters appearing and disappearing, the space in which is not bound by any phenomena. Do not seek anything. Do not try anything. Just being. In meditation, it is not that we get rid of thoughts or that we have an empty mind. or that we feel comfortable and spiritual. It is not about any of that. It is a matter of the heart. It is loving yourself, being kind enough and present enough for just being. Just being. And all these problems, all these points of focus that arise in just being, learn to not worry about it. Learn to not try to think about it or solve it. Just being is before solving. It is before problem and solution. It is before someone, someplace, sometime. Just be still and be, and if you need to, endure. But endure with gentleness, with authenticity, with kindness, with heart. If just being is not accessible, then just being with. Just being with what's happening right now. The breathing is happening right now. And in the same way that we can bring a smile to our face, even if we are hurting, so too we can bring a smile to the mind, even though it is difficult. Bring kindness to the mind. Bring kindness to this just being with whatever's happening right now. try to understand that these difficulties, or what we call distractions, are not barriers or problems, but rather they are the lattice in which our returning can take place. Take a bite of that lattice and come home to just sitting here and just being aware. Enjoy breathing. Enjoy not doing anything wrong or unskillful. Enjoy being a part of everything without needing to do anything. Know that your true home cannot be lost, and that your true self has never once, even for a single moment, departed your true home. Not going anywhere, not developing anything, just remembering, experientially remembering, forgiving, breathing. Take note that just being is authentic. That not solving, not fixing is not a problem. You may repeat these words. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. This remembering is a forgetting and forgiving of the intellectual, and a remembering of direct experiencing without attachment. This is also a time to be gentle and compassionately aware of our apparent self, this apparent self that says things and does things, that is successful and that fails. Not to disassociate, not to bypass anything, but with a compassionate and careful mind, being with that apparent self, knowing about it, so that we may move forward in a more skillful, gentle, compassionate way. We may open our eyes now if we're closed, as our meditation comes to an end. We may rotate our head and our neck. We can bring up a sense of gentle and parental love towards ourselves. A wise and compassionate forgiving and sweetness to this body and mind. And we may take a few deep breaths to truly bring the mind home to the body. And to stretch our shoulders and start to move our body a little bit. Okay, take a few moments. If anyone has any questions, go ahead and ask them in the YouTube chat. And of course, if you have a question here at the temple, you can ask. I can remember when I first started meditating seriously, living at a Buddhist monastery for 1 year when I was 20 years old. And it was so difficult. But I learned that my mind, my intellect, what I think and what I believe is temporary. It comes and it goes, and it doesn't matter how powerful that experience is, that mental experience or social experience. It's temporary. It is experientially temporary. Even this body is not as solid as it appears to be. Seems we don't have any questions, so I think we will bring our gathering to an end for now. Invite everyone to bring their hands together with me, and we can share the merit. May all the merit that we have done till now be dedicated and shared out towards all beings. May all beings share and rejoice in our merits. May it be. May it be. May it truly, truly be. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you friends for your practice. Keep going, and we'll meet tomorrow at the same time for our continued lecture series, study series on Your Mind is No Other Than the Buddha.